Hello, this is JO83. This is my review of the Japanese Grand Prix, which just finished, and Lewis Hamilton took a big step towards the World Championship by taking the victory in Japan. Pretty alright race, I'd say, on the whole. It was a very anticlimactic ending, to be honest, but Verstappen got very, very close to overtaking Hamilton right at the end, and then a few well, I say back markers, they were 10th and 11th, so hardly back markers, but a few blue flag cars got in the way and kind of ruined that fight while it was about 8 tenths between them. So yeah, unfortunate that Massa and Alonso got in the way like that. But Verstappen ended up second place, just behind Hamilton, with Ricciardo just about holding off Valtteri Bottas for the final podium position. And decent result for Red Bull, definitely. Second double podium finish in a row. Unfortunately, couldn't get the win this time, but Hamilton did end up winning with Sebastian Vettel out of the race before, well, not really before the start, but he had the issues on the grid with the broken spark plug, and yeah, that basically meant he was massively down on power down the straights, and yeah, couldn't put up a fight at all and was just better off retiring, which is exactly what he did. So yeah, unfortunate for him, but yeah, that pretty much is 59 points in the championship now with I think 4 races left. So if Hamilton outscores Vettel by like 16 in Austin, then he'll win the championship. So it's looking unlikely, but yeah, Vettel, I'm sure he'll still try it, but yeah, unfortunate, another mechanical issue as he had in Malaysia in qualifying. But Valtteri Bottas and Kimi Räikkönen, 2 Finns, in 4th and 5th place for their respective teams, Mercedes and Ferrari. And then Esteban Ocon came 6th after getting up to 3rd off the start. Decent, very good start for him. Ended up 6th, just ahead of Perez, who were running their own races. They were told not to fight, which is, well, for the fans it's a bit rubbish, but for the team it's a good, very good result. 6th and 7th, with the 2 Haas cars getting very good runs to 8th and 9th. Magnussen did a great move on Massa down into turn 1 at the end of the race, and yeah, 8th and 9th place for them too. They're only their second double points finish ever, and I'm sure they'll be very happy with that, as they qualified a bit low down, I think. So 8th and 9th, Magnussen scored his first points in a little while, and this time he used his aggression in a good way and actually did a very good move on Massa, who finished 10th, managed to get in the way of the leaders right at the end, which kind of made it an anticlimax for the win, but 10th place points, not really much more you can ask for. I noticed he had a broken T-wing right at the end. Down the straights, he only had half his T-wing on, which probably didn't help him very much. With Fernando Alonso bearing down on him, just finished behind him in 11th place. For McLaren, no points unfortunately, but from the back of the grid, Alonso would probably take that. And then 12th place in his last ever race, like hallelujah, get some like maracas out or something. Jolyon Palmer's leaving at last, and he came 12th, which, to be fair to him, weren't that bad, but Hulkenberg was demolishing him until Hulkenberg had another mechanical issue, and well, not mechanical, but his DRS didn't close, and yeah, that basically put him out, because obviously you can't drive around a high downforce circuit with with DRS open all the time. So unfortunate for Hulkenberg, once again a mechanical issue forcing him to retire, but Palmer was already like 20 seconds behind Hulkenberg and came 12th out the points in his last race for Renault, and hopefully his last race in Formula 1. But Pierre Gasly came 13th. He was he was with the Hasses for a while, but then a little mistake under pressure from Hulkenberg. Yeah, locked a wheel, got a very big flat spot, if I can get the words out, and that basically, yeah. Unfortunately, my second favourite driver behind Hulkenberg also had to pit again. He was on for maybe 10th if he could get past Massa, but ended up in 13th place on a 2-stop strategy, unfortunately, with Stoffel Vandoorne and Pascal Wehrlein running out the finishes, sorry, not the points, with a few drivers retiring. Lance Stroll got a late puncture, Hulkenberg with a DRS issue, Ericsson just bottled it and went straight on at the Degners, the Vettel with the broken spark plug, and Sainz, I think on lap 1 he just spun into the gravel. Sad way to go out of it. His team Toro Rosso going to Renault next race, and that was a decent-ish overall race. And there were a lot of battling going on for the whole thing, really. The Raikkonen dropped back at the start and had to come back through the midfield pack. Made a lot of outside passes in turn 1, which gave me flashbacks to Fisichella, which is also not very good for me because I'm a Fisichella fan as well. But yeah, unfortunate on that occasion. But Raikkonen did pretty well, making it interesting, and came 5th place. But the championship now, I don't know if it's updated on no, it hasn't updated on the BBC website, but still, I think Hamilton 59 points ahead of Vettel, and Vettel's now only about 15 or so points ahead of Valtteri Bottas, so it could end up being a Mercedes 1-2 in the championship once again, which would be quite interesting. But that's going to finish off this review of the Japanese Grand Prix then. Decent race, I'd probably give it about a 5 or 6 out of 10. It was alright, and I'm happy I got up for it, definitely. It's 6 o'clock start, so pretty early morning, but still, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, then leave a like, comment what your thoughts on the race were, and I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe for more F1 reviews. This was JO83, and I will see you next time.